Well, I actually have made this video like a couple times, but the mic wasn't working. So yeah. Anyway, welcome back to App Disposable. And I know it has been a long time since I made anything. But the truth is, life has not been great. And I can't lie about it or sugarcoat it and pretend that everything is okay, because everything is not. And that's why the title of this video is gonna be When You Can't See the Light at the End of the Tunnel, Maybe You're in the light itself. Or yourself, I don't know. We'll see later. Like I said, life has not been that great. I've been dealing with a lot of problems in my life. And I thought that it would be better if I just, hold it in and suffocate myself and not talk about it until I feel like it's not really a great idea lately. So here I am trying to talk about it with you guys. Woohoo! I don't know if you're listening right now, but like those quotes like, yeah, there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel. But then I wonder, what if you're at the tunnel and it's still very dark and you can't see even the tiniest bit of light? So what are you gonna do? And I wonder if you're like still walking through this path at the tunnel and you can't see any light, then how can you be hopeful, right? How can you know that you're walking towards something and it is a light? So lately I've been wondering if perhaps if I'm not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel right now, then maybe the light is myself. Hear me out. This is not about toxic positivity, because it's about hope and feeling that there are always going to be a way. There are always going to be light through all of the darkness, through all of the darkest times of our life. Lately I've been receiving a lot of opinions about how I should be and how I should live my life, and how this huge potentials, and they put me into this huge high pedestal on how I should behave as a person and how I should be as a person. And I realized that they really think that I should blend in, that through all of the negativity and through the darkness of times, they think that I should blend in through the darkness, that you can't be idealistic and you can't be yourself. So when you're walking through all this infinite opinions, and mostly negative one, I wonder, how could people survive? How could I survive? And I've been dealing with a lot of opinions externally that I forgot to dive into myself and ask myself, and how I should, deal with life, and how I should behave as a human being, and how I should be as a human being. That I forgot that, because I was searching for the light. I was searching for, okay, what's the purpose of this? There's gotta be, a silver lining for everything. But I forgot to ask myself, okay, I'm not seeing any light right now, so I should probably just look at myself and realize that my compassion and my passion and my love is enough. And I know that life could hit you like so much right now. They could hit you to the core, and you feel so lost, you feel so alone, you feel like you're walking through this tunnel of darkness alone. And I am feeling that too, and I can't lie about it to the public and say I'm okay. There's gonna be I know there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel, but right now I can't see any light. So what am I supposed to do? So I think about it and I say to myself, maybe it's not about searching for the light at the end of the tunnel. It's about searching for the light within ourselves through the darkest time of our life, and through the darkest point of our life, and through all the negative opinions, all of the darkness, all of the shades of darkness. There are always hope for rainbows, and there are always hope for sunshine. And I know that you might feel like there's a storms right now. You might feel like it's raining inside. It's storm. It's gloomy weather every day, and I truly understand that. But there's always a little light inside our heart, inside our bodies, inside our soul, that deserve to be held and deserve to be cared for. And I know it's so crazy to think that, like, in our darkest point of our life, we're still here, we're still holding on for dear life, and we're still here trying our best to be ourselves, and trying to be our best to just fight through whatever battles that you're going through, whatever problems you're going through, whatever darkness you're feeling right now. It is very, very valid. And I know it's not about toxic positivity and, oh yeah, you should see the light of day, you should see the brightest thing. No, I'm saying is you yourself is the light. And you don't have to find other lights. You don't have to find other reasons on why this tunnel is worth the shot. This tunnel is worth the path. This tunnel is worth the walk, because you are worthy as you are, and you can take breaks. You don't have to walk through the tunnel all the time. You can take breaks. You can rest, and it's okay. And I know it sounds so confusing right now because you can't see the light. Because I don't see the light. Because I can't see the light, but I know deep inside that I still have the fire, that I still have the light to go on through. And I know it's so, it's so naive to think about it that way, but like, it is the only one of the hope, one of the faith that, like, you have yourself. And I know it's so kind of like, you're your own kid, because you are walking through this tunnel alone, and you can't see any light. You don't even know where you're heading. It's so confusing. It's like a maze everywhere. You can't even hear clearly. You can't even see clearly. Bear in mind, you can't even speak clearly, because you don't know what you want to speak. You don't know what to say to yourself, because there is no one. And I know it's very dark right now, because, like I said, my life has been very bad right now. But, like, what I said is that if you have the sense of belonging right now, and if you understand what I'm talking about, high five. And I know that it's kind of like, okay, so what are we gonna do, Effie? What are we gonna do, Effie? I don't know. The thing is, I am very confused as well. But I know that even though people and society and humans are telling you to go and blend into the darkness and be there like other people, you don't have to be like that. You don't have to change yourself. You could have the sense of belonging in the darkness. You don't have to do that. I know it's very, very hard right now. It's very, very hard, even for me. And I don't even know. I don't have the answers. But what I have in mind right now is that when you're searching for the light at the end of the tunnel, and there isn't any source of light, you don't sense the end of the tunnel. It's still going strong. It's still there, and you're still walking around. You don't know where you're heading. You don't know where the light is. When you're confused on where you're heading, maybe, perhaps, what you need is to see yourself, and to see yourself as a light, so you don't have to search for other lights out there. And hopefully when you're being like that, when I'm staying true to myself, I would eventually attract people who are also like that. And I know it's very hard right now with all of the chaotic events in the world, but I do hope that we as human beings, with our passion and our emotions and our feelings and our characters and the way our stories shape ourselves, is beautiful in our own way. And I hope that you can acknowledge that you are beautiful, that we are beautiful. And people might call me idealistic, people might call me naive, but I do believe that human beings are kind. Human beings are beautiful. And I hope that you could see that true. And you could see how walking around feels like endless routine. You don't know what's the point of it, because I don't even know what's the point of it. But I know it's raining right now. It's gloomy right now. There's a lot of emotions right now. But all of those emotions made you who you are, and that's beautiful. And I hope someday, one day, we both can look back to this moment of our life and say that we are grateful that these things are happening because they have shaped us into a better person, into a better version of who we are. And that is amazing. And I don't know what you're going through right now. I don't know what problems you're going through right now. But I hope that you could go on through and that you could fight through whatever you're going through. Thank you. Be the light.